We got a veteran sniper now speaking out about the Trump rally tragedy. And now he's saying this was an inside job? What? What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal. Welcome to the Pascal Show. As you guys already know, we have been keeping close watch on all the recent developments and then some revolving around this tragedy that just happened at the Trump rally over this weekend. Obviously, there's been a lot of questions about everything from the actual monster who pulled the trigger and, of course, everything else surrounding that situation. How did he get up on that rooftop? How was he able to take aim? How was he able to even just get in the perimeter of this rally undetected in a way? Now we got some new information. A veteran sniper, which, I appreciate hearing from some other people that at least have been in this line of work. He has spoken out and he's basically saying, yo, there's no freaking way that this happened with this kid just going up there, some novice, some kid who has no experience whatsoever, being able to do this under the radar like this. I got a lot of questions, but as you can see, this article saying veteran sniper from team with longest confirmed unaliving, we got to say, use these code words, says roof was used by would-be assassin TMC, okay, was the most effing obvious risk. Let's be real. We already saw the diagram. We already see where he was, okay, in comparison to where Trump was and where the snipers are. You'd think that they would go and cover and scan the area, right? Right. But let's take a look at this article just a little bit. And then we got the video itself that we're going to look at in a second, okay? So a veteran of the sniper team with the world's longest confirmed unaliving refuses to believe that untrained gunman, TMC, was so easily able to take aim at former President Trump, saying even a seventh grader would know the rooftop he climbed onto was the most effing obvious place to check. You know what? I'm going to let him say what he needs to say. His name is Dallas Alexander. Just a little bit of information really quick before we let him speak. He is a 14-year veteran of the Canadian unit with the world's longest confirmed unaliving. Said it would be the one of the most obvious points to check for specialists sweeping the area long before Trump arrived. Now, like I said before, it seems a bit weird that this whole thing went down the way it went down, right? How did this 20-year-old kid, who, by the way, was a part of a high school rifle club and allegedly got kicked out because he was a bad shot to begin with, how could this novice, some kid who has no tactical experience, not vetted in this type of way at all, no training whatsoever, be able to do what he did in this way? There's got to be an answer here somewhere. And I feel like a lot of people are leaning on the side of, man, could he have had a little bit of help? Could he have gotten some help? I'm just wondering, who are the people, if he had help, if he worked with some other people, who could those people be, right? But let's take a look at what this man got to say.
I am talking about the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. I spent just about 17 years in the military, just about 14 of which were at Tier 1 Special Operations Unit called JTF-2. Our sniper team has the world record for the longest confirmed sniper kill. And a huge part of our job while I was there and while I was a sniper was doing close protection for VIPs up to and including the Prime Minister when he would go to dangerous countries like Iraq or Afghanistan. And yesterday, what happened, I have no doubts in my mind that the shooter had help from somewhere within an agency, an organization, or the government. The second I saw
Now, I do want to say this really, really quick. I think it's absolutely insane to even like just the thought of it, right? That this could be an inside job is absolutely insane to me, right? It's wild, but I mean, anything is possible at this point. We don't know who this kid is, where this kid came from, what his motive is, or anything of that sort. Okay. Now, of course, I don't want to spread any type of conspiracies or concerns, but it is a question that should be asked and hopefully answered very, very soon. Did he operate alone? And again, how did he operate like this, being just some kid off the streets doing what he just did? Because it does make you, it really concerns me if you really think about it. Because if he operated alone and he has no experience whatsoever, he just has a few weapons from his dad, right? It does make me very nervous about what any other novice, any other regular civilian could do, what kind of damage they can actually really, really do if given the opportunity. But did he operate alone? That's the ongoing question here. Let's continue.
Of what they were saying happened, it immediately made no sense to me. You cannot, in broad daylight, get onto a rooftop within, it looked like maybe a couple hundred yards, if that. You can't get into that position with a gun when there's a president speaking. Something happened, and I'm not pointing fingers at anyone. It's too obvious that this guy had help getting there. So whether it's someone turned a blind eye or it was strategically planned, I mean, it had to be planned to a certain level, because events like that and security like that, it's not a small thing. And that is the most obvious place to be. I find it very strange that, if the story that comes out is like, oh yeah, he snuck into position and he got set up and nobody saw him, it was an oversight, security and Overwatch, and we just made a mistake, sorry. I think it's also very weird that if that's the case and someone is good enough to stalk within 150 to 200 yards of one of the hardest to stalk targets in the whole world, you're not going to miss a shot. You're not going to miss that shot. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So my opinion is, and whether this comes out now or way later, is that this guy had help from somewhere. And I think it's obviously concerning.
Yes, it is very concerning. Let's keep it a buck. This is very concerning. There is no answer. There are no answers to this situation, right? All we have are theories right now. We all have our speculation. We all have our thoughts. This was a 20-year-old kid, so far that we know, 20-year-old kid that had no experience whatsoever, no background in any type of way. In fact, I'm now starting to hear that he worked at a nursing home. This was just a regular kid from, at least on paper, looking like a regular kid. So if he has no experience in espionage and hiding out and doing all those kinds of things, how would he be able to do that successfully alone? Again, the question is, did he actually operate alone? Law enforcement has said that he operated alone, but I also feel like maybe they said that to calm the seas a little bit, because of course everybody would want to know, could there be other people out there that were involved in this situation, right? Could he have had help with this situation? And like I said, we still don't know. Like I said, not trying to spread any crazy like speculations and whatnot, but we're hearing from a professional. We're hearing from somebody who is a veteran, who has seen some things, has also done this line of work in the past. He's right. It just doesn't make any sense. If you've combed the area, you've made sure the perimeter and the interior is absolutely locked in, very tight security wise, how could this kid get on there? Why weren't there other law enforcement? Like I've asked before, why weren't they on the roof? So that if he was to maybe try to crawl up, they would have gotten him within seconds. No one was on those rooftops over on that side. That's wild to me, guys. But like I said before, seems like Secret Service is trying to put blame or point blame over at local PD when I feel like this was a full on responsibility on all law enforcement. This should not have happened. But again, the question is, did he operate alone? Hopefully, we'll find out soon. Was this an inside job? I don't know. How could he get up there by himself like that and not be detected, except by civilians, people who are there at the rally? And even when they were mentioning about it, 5-0 was really kind of slow on the up and up, don't you think? In fact, there's another video out there that's, from what I understand, where they're showing a wide shot of when this situation's happening, and you see another cop. There's a uniformed cop walking towards the area, and as soon as he starts opening fire, that cop starts running away from the firefight. Away. Something's weird. You know? Something's very weird here, guys. But anyway, what say you guys? Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Again, we don't know everything yet. Hopefully, we'll find out some more information very, very soon. If it is true that he did not work alone, I'm hoping that they're able to bring that person or persons to justice as soon as possible. But I feel like everybody's side-eyeing everybody right now, and hopefully we'll get justice and more clarity here very, very soon. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button here on my YouTube channel. And if you're watching on Facebook, please be sure to crush that follow button over there. It'd be great to have you part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.